Hey everyone, this is Clay with ModernLove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play mind games, without having to play hard to get, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not. Because you deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. If you like what we're doing on this video channel, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel so that you can get notified when we post new information and new videos and all that stuff. When you hit that thumbs up button, you are also sending a message to YouTube that says, hey, Clay's videos are all right. You might want to think about sending them and showing them to other people. So you're actually kind of paying it forward when you hit that thumbs up button. Okay, so today's Friday, and next week we are most likely going to be officially closing on our house, and thus we will be beginning the hopefully smooth process of actually moving. I'm not expecting it to be smooth at all, but I'm kind of excited to start this new chapter. You've probably heard me talk about the issues that I have been having with Seattle of late. Crime, drugs, all that stuff. I don't see it getting any better just due to certain policies that are in place. And then, of course, we have all the crazy things that have happened in 2020 as well, too. The pandemic. I suppose I can talk about that now openly without worrying about censorship. There's also the riots. I think those are going to get way worse with the election coming up. I don't really see a way for there to not be protests and violence and all that stuff coming out the other side of this. And then, of course, we have these crazy fires that are throwing smoke up into the air and making it so we can't even go outside. It feels almost like lockdown all over again, to be honest with you. So yeah, really excited to kind of get out of the city and to get some fresh air, get out into nature, start life in a small town and all of that. But the point of me making this video is because with all of this, I'm not just trying to get away from a situation that's less than ideal for us. I'm also hoping to step into something that is positive and good for us as well too, which is being in a smaller, tight-knit community where there's more safety for my daughter, where there's more nature, more cool things to do, more opportunity for us to have more space. I'll be able to have my own office. We'll have more space for my wife and daughter to goof around and do things during the day. Really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a big step forward for all of us, really. And this whole pandemic thing has taught me that I don't need to live near things like coffee shops, restaurants, and stuff like that. I thought that I did, but I learned that I can be a pretty content homebody with the whole pandemic thing that we've been going through, all of us collectively in some form or other. And so the point of all of this is that we don't want to just get back together with our ex or get into a new relationship or something like that because being dumped sucks or because being single sucks, right? It's not just about away from motivation. Yeah, that can be good to kind of motivate you into action, but what we actually want is some sort of toward motivation, some sort of toward goal where we're moving towards something that inspires us and brings us to life and excites us and is a positive influence on us. Like, I could see myself really enjoying living out kind of near nature. There's like this little forest with trails and stuff just down the street from the house that we're going to move to, and I'm like super excited about it. I'm excited to like go for walks in nature in the mornings and just kind of like get my thoughts kind of sorted out and clear before I jump into work and all that stuff. I'm hoping I can spend a lot more time in nature, spend a lot more time breathing in some fresh air that's hopefully not too smoky, spend more time by the sea, get to know my neighbors, all that stuff that doesn't seem as realistically possible here in Seattle. So I'm really excited about all of that, and I do have a lot of toward motivation as well, not just the away from stuff with all of the problems that I see in Seattle. So I want you to also have a toward motivation in your relationship life as well too. I want you to have something toward that you're moving toward that excites you, that thrills you, that's not just kind of like okay, let's just get back to normal. Let's just get back to par. Let's just get back that relationship that we lost. But I want something that is motivating, inspiring, and something that you can be excited to step into. Even something that's not related to your relationship, but what could be exciting that lights you up in your own life? What could be exciting that motivates you in your own life? Is it taking on a new hobby? Is it taking on a new skill? Is it like finally doing something physically that you've never been able to do before? Like a handstand, or lift a certain amount of weight, or run a certain distance in a certain amount of time, or whatever the thing may be. Or is it maybe taking your career to the next level, starting that business, hitting some sort of goal of yours, paying off debt or something like that? Like, what is something that is really inspiring and motivating for you that is going to light you up? Because regardless of whatever's happening in your love life, you are going to become a lot more attractive and a lot more interesting to the right people when you start to become more lit up and more in alignment with your own values and what your heart's true calling is. I know it sounds like way cheesy, but if you can be in alignment with what you deeply want to do and bring your life into alignment with the fullest expression of who you are, you're going to be much, much, much more attractive than someone who's just, grinding it out at some job that you don't like, just going through the motions or anything like that. And, those are the people that I actually like to work with the most because they're just so easy to work with. People that are on that path towards living the life that they want, not just someone who's going through the motions or working at a responsible job that brings no joy to them. I mean, it's cool if you actually have a responsible job that does bring joy to you, but if you just have some sort of cube job or something that you're just going through because it feels safe or something like that, but that's not really where your heart is, like, I would encourage you to say, okay, what can I do to start to bring something else into focus? I'm not asking you to do anything like totally crazy, like quit your job. I mean, right now with everything going on in the world, but start to build something up on the side. That's actually how this whole modern love business got started. I had just gotten out of grad school, and I thought that I was going to be getting a nice, responsible job and kind of building it up on the side. But it turned out that when you graduate in the year 2009, in the depths of the economic Great Recession, as they call it, there weren't a whole lot of jobs. So I kind of had to throw myself into this out of nowhere, and so just kind of scraped by for a few years until I actually learned how to run a business. But yeah, this was always something that was inspiring and motivating and a toward goal for me for a lot of reasons. Being able to help people, being able to see them make huge transformations in their lives, being able to see them, get married or end up in relationships or save relationships that maybe they didn't know how to save or work through or get or anything like that prior. It's very fulfilling and rewarding for me rather than just, manipulating a bunch of things in a computer system or things like that. And so that has been my toward goal that I've worked through all of this. And so if you do have a positive toward goal, please share that down in the comment section below. Please work through that. Please share it. And with that being said, I'm going to log off for this weekend and do the big bulk of packing and hope that we can continue with everything that we need to do over the next week or so that we can get all of our stuff into the new house, get reasonably settled to the point where I can crack open my computer, get an internet connection, and get back to work. But yeah, that's what we're up to for the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks. We'll see just how crazy things turn out to be. But yeah, I'm excited to start this new adventure. I'm excited to finally have maybe a more interesting background here besides this kind of screen that makes it so you don't have to look at my weird closet. And maybe I can actually have a nice, cool office set up, a nice background, some artwork or something, so that you have something more interesting to look at than this weird screen that I've had to put up for this whole quarantine period. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Please share what your toward goal is, not just your away from goal, in the comment section below. And if you do want to, get a little bit more help, guidance, all that stuff, we do have our email newsletter down below. It's totally free to sign up. All you have to do is just, obviously give us your email address and we'll send it to your inbox, and you'll get tips, advice, strategies, ways about thinking about things that maybe you hadn't thought before that could potentially change the trajectory of your own relationship, if I can get my words out right. Anyway, take care. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to sweat it out here. in Seattle. I mean, like none of the buildings have AC, and we have to keep all the windows closed because of the smoke and fires and everything outside. So it's really hot, really uncomfortable, and we're just trying to get through the day and drink tons of water, eat lots of popsicles, and all of that. Anyway, take care. I'll talk to you later, and hope hope you're not living in the midst of all these fires and smoke and everything. If you are, please take care of yourself. And even if you're not, please take care of yourself anyway. It's 2020. It's a rough year. Together we'll get through this, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.